only two ways you can support me. So if you want to support me, be sure to do the two things. But today we talk about OG Gumby and Lil Boosie. You know, I done heard Gumby go on to interviews talk about that Boosie had a show and basically that Gumby got finessed out some bread. If y'all don't know, I think Boosie had a show in Cali and Gumby was like a promoter or just putting his money in on it to get the show going or whatever. But some went bad, somehow some went sour. You know, and Gummy said that it was lots of Hoovers in the building. You know, said Boosie stood up strong. Boosie stood on all 10. But he said it could have went bad because there was lots of Hoovers in the building. You know, so you know how they go when they get to grooving. Lots of Hoovers in the building and grooving. You know. But Gummy go on to say that Boosie owed him some bread and Boosie don't come on with that bread. I don't know how y'all heard it, but I've been hearing Gummy been going on and on about that money that Boosie owed him probably before Boosie got sentenced. You know, now he starting to say since Boosie got court coming up, which probably already came up or coming up this week one. But Gummy said when Lil Boosie make it to the feds, people who love him gonna check him. So from my thought, I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Boosie getting locked up in Cali for the gun charge. Hoover Gummy talking about he owed him. So what Gummy finna do? I know Gummy say he owed him some money. Is they gonna put the extortion game down on Boosie when he get there? Is they gonna put the extortion game down on Boosie? Or are they gonna let Boosie live on? We're gonna see how Boosie maintain because when Boosie bond out of jail, he said he was in there with some Mexicans or something. Said the Mexicans were looking out on him. That's what Boosie said. Boosie said the Mexicans was gonna look out on him. And I don't know how a lot of prison politics goes, but I just know how some goes. Okay, now Boosie go in there and get up under some type of protection. You know, say for instance, you know Boosie he ain't affiliated with nothing. OG Gumby already said the Hoover's gonna press Boosie when he get locked up. So I think if Boosie go in there, you know, I don't know how politics work in other prisons, but I know where I'm from. If you go in there and you get up under somebody, like say for instance, you don't claim nothing, you ain't in no game, but you hang with Crips, or you might be hanging with Bloods, you might be hanging with gangsters, you might be hanging with vice lords. Them people's gonna make sure you straight. As long as you up on that umbrella, you don't talk about you ain't gotta scream nothing. Just long as you supporting the nation or doing stuff for the nation, they're gonna look out on you. And that might be the same situation in Cali. OG Gumby talking about the Hoover's gonna check Boosie when they get there. You never know. Boosie might be up under Mexican protection. He said the Mexicans was looking out on him when he went in there. So he might be up under Mexican protection. If he up under Mexican protection, what can the Hoovers do? Or what can anybody do to him? You know, but like I said, that's just what Hoover Gumby was saying. He was just saying, OG Gumby was saying that when they get to Cali or when he get locked up, that they're going to check him. They can't forget, OG Gumby also went on to say, oh yeah, his son going to be locked up too. Whoa. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to think. People thinking further ahead. Okay, if I don't be able to start Boosie, if his son come this way, we'll extort the son. That's just how the game go. That's how the game go. You know what I'm saying? Extortion go a long way. And I always talk about where I'm from because I don't know how other states rocking. You know, and then extorting people's, you know, I'm from it run north and south down where I'm from. It run north and south. We got some of the same politics, some similar. Okay, that where I'm from, it ain't no extortion. If you're a gang member, it ain't no extortion. That's a violation off the rip. But in Cali, I don't know what their politics is. You know, around here, they still find out the way to extort somebody. They still find out ways to extort people. Because what they'll do, they know extortion will get you violated or something like that. So they'll play a game like Say, bro, man, you know you owe me $3 or $4. They'll play this game on you now. You know you owe me $3 or $4. Even though you don't owe them nothing. But it's your word against their word. And now they pressure the issue because you ain't affiliated with nothing. Now they pressure the issue. Say, bro, you got that $5. Say, dog, you got that $5. Every time you come out your room, here you go. You got that $5. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. But, you know, certain people tolerate it, and a lot of people don't tolerate that. I've never been the one who tolerate that. I ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen a lot of people get on their phone and call home. Say, mama, can you send that 150? Mama, can you put that 100 on this person's book? Mama, man, I done seen it. I done seen guys stand up there with guys with the knife. Man, you need to get on that phone right now and tell your mama. Man, call, I don't care who you call. You need to call somebody. I'm talking about that's how the game go. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, I ain't coming from no big old place like Cali or New York or Atlanta. We ain't coming from none that big. And it still go down where I'm from. Still go down where I'm from. So that's what I'm saying. If Boosie go up on there and get up under some protection, it's bad to say it. And it's bad to call it like that. I ain't going to say get up under no protection. I'm going to say this. If Boosie go in there and start making meals, you know, the little jailhouse meals they make with the noodles and everything, the honey buns, whatever they make. If Boosie go in there and start making feasts, like feasts, that's what they call it, a feast. You know what I'm saying? Make a noodle meal or something. Start doing that with some Mexicans or some type of Crips, because they got so many Crips, you know what I'm saying? They in 60s, you know what I'm saying? 50s, 40s. It's so many Crips, you know what I'm saying? So once he go in there and start socializing with people, you know what I'm saying, and people start liking him, then guess what? Ain't nobody gonna let nobody mess with him. They ain't gonna let nobody mess with him. But until then, we don't know what type of screens Gumby got in prison. Because you got to think about it. Gumby been locked up like 20 years. I don't know how many years to be exact. Could have been like 12 or 17 or something. But Gumby did a lot of time. So we know, and then he affiliated. You know what I'm saying? He gang banging. He screaming Hoover. So we don't know what type of ties and pull he got. He might be able to pull that off and extort Boosie. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I seen Boosie at the airport. I don't know if y'all seen the video. And the guy ran up on Boosie and told him, asked him, oh, your court date coming up. And Boosie told him, yeah, my court date coming up. But my chin high, my chest up. You know what I'm saying? My chin high, my chest up. So he ain't worried about nothing. So he got faith in God. You know what I'm saying? By him saying that, I'm already knowing he probably already seen the video with OG Gummy saying somebody gonna have the Crips, not the Crips, or the Hoovers, or the criminals pressing. And that's just what he said. I don't know how true it is. When Boosie get locked up, we already know what going on inside of prison. They're gonna come back to the streets. So if OG Gumby have somebody to press Boosie, we will for sure to hear about it. And I don't know if Boosie preparing himself for that type of situation. He out here on the streets, he could be preparing for himself ahead of time. He already know what looking forward to. All this OG Gumby talking about owed him 50,000, or I don't know how much he really owed him. It was like 50,000 or something like that. I can't really remember. But they're just a saying that they're gonna get Boosie press. People who love him, they're gonna press Boosie soon as he touch down. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna tell you something too. If you use your head, that's what stuff they already talking about. They waiting on Boosie to come in there because he already been in contact with people in jail. Gummy maybe had already been in contact with people in jail. Man, you know Boosie coming there. He owed me 50,000. Oh, he do? He do, Loke? You know what I'm saying? You know how the criminals be. You know what I'm saying? You know how the criminals be. Oh, he do? He do? Okay, we're going to get that out on when he get here. Gonna be, which we know is going to be 50 plus. Unless it's going to be like Blueface on another yard. On a 50-50 yard. I don't know. We're going to have to see when Boosie go there. We're going to see he's going to get pressed by the Hoovers. The word going to touch the streets and we're going to hear about it. And if I hear about it, I'm going to bring it straight to y'all, straight to my YouTube channel. If y'all just came in here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm out of here. Until next time, peoples.